shortage of suckers in the Commonwealth. Well, I'll be damned. You actually did it. Nuka World is ours. All of it.
I made a promise to all of you, and I followed through. There's nothing more to it than that.
Make it sound like it's no big deal. You've just got to understand, we ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
I think I like where you're going with this.
Yeah, I kind of figured you would. Taking back Nuka World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. It needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
Sounds like you've had this plan from the beginning.
The idea's crossed my mind, sure. But I'm just making suggestions here. You're the one that needs to give the go-ahead. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
If you're vouching for this Shank guy, that sounds good enough to me.
Yeah, sure. How else do you think he ended up at the top of my Christmas list? Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you want my advice, or if you want me to tag along, you've got it.
Man, this is a waste of time. Supporting the operators. The smartest thing a lot of us have done now.
Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse,
Can't give up now.
you had to turn up.
Somebody's a little salty.
You, listen up. A caravan got hit. That caravan was supposed to be ours. Rumor is the attackers were all wearing the same.
Showing the operators a good life, ain't you, boss?
Well, that does not seem like the right place. Because it's not.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
It sounded like a good idea.
Because it is. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require three things. Territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from. An outpost. And there are two ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
Get a gang together. Those settlers are as good as dead.
Stick with the classics. Now, once you and the crew have cleaned the place out, those lucky girls and boys will move in and start working the place. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang you want to join you on the job?
The disciples.
Yeah? Better bring a tarp. That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, what's the target?
Go with Taffington Boathouse.
Let me... Wait. Pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
That one's the target.
Of course, boss. So, these sorts of jobs are pretty straightforward. Move in, kill everything in sight. I'll make sure you've got some backup waiting to lend a hand when you get there. Now, you're not gonna be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast way to get yourself killed. So you'll have to meet our folks outside town. Now, if you're looking for something to give you an extra edge, might be worth checking in with some of the gang bosses. Probably got some trick or two up their sleeves. The crew that's joining you is just gonna have standard kits though. If you want to arm them up differently, I'd take along some extra gear. Knock 'em dead, boss.
Okay, give me just a sec here.
'Cause I want to check. Because this seems very much like busy work. So it's not done until I get the power back on. Okay. That's what I was wondering. I was wondering if this was required or just... Wish I could just pull up the Commonwealth map and just go straight, but oh god, this could be potentially bad. Dun, 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 dun.
Movement detected. Curious.
You detected nothing.
Something's up. Nothing like the smell of blood.
Hey there.
Is this some sort of joke? There's no one around to kill. Guess we can at least check the place out. But next time, there better be blood.
So, signal flag? The disciples. I did the disciples, so.
What's up with the shitty food supply? We aren't slaves here, you know.
Unimpressive, but I guess it'll do. The sooner we get some supplies coming in, the better. You can run along now. Go tell them how it went.
Okay, yeah. This feels like it's going to be a little bit tedious.
Well, well. Word going around is there's some new raider boss tearing up the commonwealth. Not too shabby. I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Kneecaps, meat bullets.
Sounds good. I'll make sure everyone knows this is a maiming job. So, which gang you want to back you up?
The pack.
Works for me. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, what's the target?
Sure, let's do the slog.
Yup, that place'll do. Now, forcing a place to turn over provisions ain't complicated. Beat the locals so bad they don't want to fight anymore. Put any backup they might have called in the dirt. I'll send a couple gangers to meet you there. Make sure they know not to kill the settlers. Wouldn't be surprised if some Minutemen showed up to lend a hand. Wish I could see their faces when they see who they're going up against. Expect we'll have a new meal ticket in no time.
Oh. Yeah, this is going to be a little bit tedious because of how this is going to go with all the fast traveling. Not really that crazy about that, but I can manage. Go to Hub City Auto Wreckers. Hopefully I don't start a big ass fight with a bunch of people. Cool. How are y'all that close to Enclave and just not giving a shit?
Boss, Shank told us what's what. Beat on the settlers, kill the rest. Ready to pounce when you are.
Let's do this.
All right.
You. You're gonna start supplying Nuka World. Understand?
All right. We'll send whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
Are you freaking kidding me? Sorry. So of course, Bethesda. The game hadn't crashed in so long, so it's like, nah. We hadn't been having any bugs or any issues, so of course it had to crash. God, where's this gonna put me back at? Okay. Can you not crash this time? Would very much appreciate that.
They're threatening to tear the place apart if we don't get the hell out of there. It's cute, but irritating.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this. Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
I will rip them to shreds, personally.
Bingo. Only language raiders in the Commonwealth understand. Force. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
But that's exactly what we're going to do.